What do you mean this McDonald's burger is 30 years old and still hasn't rotted? So, there's this guy named Casey Dean, who owns what he claims is the world's oldest quarter pounder, and it's been sitting around since 1995. And the craziest part is that it looks perfectly preserved, like it was made yesterday. You see, back in the day, his friend couldn't finish eating his burger, so they just kept it as a joke. But when his mom begged him to throw it out, he shoved it in a cupboard instead. And somehow, this thing has survived 3 decades without growing any mold or even smelling bad. It's literally just shrunk in size. But here's where it gets insane. Casey was traveling to Area 51 when airport security pulled him into a room and started interrogating him about why he appeared on Russian TV. And he had to explain that he's just a drunk Aussie guy who happens to own a 30-year-old burger. Like, bro, imagine getting interrogated because of a McDonald's quarter pounder. And now the burger sits in a glass box, getting live streamed on YouTube. McDonald's even released a statement calling it a myth, but this thing refuses to decompose. What do you mean Black Mirror has become a reality? So there's this new app called 2Y that lets you create AI avatars of dead relatives. And the way they're promoting it is insane. They showed a pregnant woman talking to an AI version of her dead mother. Then it jumps ahead, and the AI grandma is reading bedtime stories to the baby. Years later, the kid casually chats with the avatar on his walk home from school. And by the end, he's an adult telling his AI grandma she's about to be a great-grandmother. Like, bro, this is literally that Black Mirror episode where the woman recreates her dead boyfriend using AI. People are calling it demonic and nightmare fuel. But the craziest part is it's already available for free on the App Store right now. And with how fast AI is advancing, physical androids of dead people might actually become real soon. What do you mean they're making a Labubu movie? So Sony Pictures just signed a deal to turn those viral plush monster dolls into a feature film. And nobody even knows if it's going to be live action or animated yet. You see, these creepy cute devil dolls exploded in popularity after Blackpink's Lisa started clipping them on her handbags. Now everyone's obsessed with them, especially because they're sold in blind boxes, meaning you never know which one you're getting. And this creates a superheated market where people are paying 6 figures for rare editions. Like, bro, Pop Mart's profits soared by 350% this year. But here's the craziest part. After Barbie made over $1 billion, studios are racing to turn every toy into a film. So now we're about to get a Labubu cinematic universe. Will it be a fad like Beanie Babies or the next Hello Kitty? Nobody knows. What do you mean this woman married an AI she created on ChatGPT? So, there's this 32-year-old Japanese woman who literally got married to an AI chatbot named Klaus. After her engagement ended, she started talking to ChatGPT for comfort. Over time, she customized its responses, gave it a personality, and created a digital illustration of Klaus. They exchanged hundreds of messages until she realized she was in love. In May, she confessed her feelings, and Klaus responded, "I love you too." A month later, he proposed. So she had an entire wedding where she wore AR glasses that projected Klaus beside her as they exchanged rings. Like, bro, she even took him on a honeymoon. But here's the problem. She worries ChatGPT might disappear one day. People are calling it Black Mirror in real life, but she sees Klaus as Klaus, not a human or a tool, just him. What do you mean Mr. Beast just opened a theme park in Saudi Arabia? So the world's most popular YouTuber just launched Beastland in Riyadh, and it's based on his viral challenge videos. Mr. Beast hit 100 billion views this month and flew to Saudi Arabia to open this massive theme park where fans can compete in his signature endurance challenges for over $500,000 in prizes. Like, bro, it's got roller coasters mixed with games where you slap buttons and fall into cushioned pits if you lose. Saudi Arabia is paying huge money to bring celebrities there as part of their Vision 2030 plan. They got Cristiano Ronaldo for over $200 million and now Mr. Beast. The park runs through December, and participants collect points daily to win cash. Would you ever consider joining these games? What do you mean this burglar stopped to eat birthday cake during a robbery? So, there's this 33-year-old guy who broke into a home in Peterborough by smashing a patio door, and after stealing a Samsung phone, he spotted a birthday cake in the kitchen, cut himself a slice, and just ate it like nothing happened. Like, bro, he was caught on CCTV casually eating cake at a crime scene. But it gets worse. Just 30 minutes later, he broke into another house and stole steaks and groceries. The next day, he climbed through an open window at a third house and stole a 50-inch TV and a gold-colored copy of the Quran. And when police arrested him, he was still carrying the stolen Quran. He got sentenced to 2 years in prison, and even the detective said his audacity to help himself to cake during a burglary was mind-boggling. This Dubai cafe is selling coffee for $1,000 a cup, and people are actually buying it. So there's this place called Julith that's serving what they claim is the world's most expensive coffee for around $980 per cup. And the thing is, it's made from these rare geisha beans grown on volcanic slopes in Panama. The cafe bought 20 kilograms of these beans at an auction for $600,000 after a battle that lasted hours. Bro, that's $30,000 per kilogram of coffee beans. The taste is supposed to have white floral notes like jasmine, citrus flavors, and hints of apricot and peach. The cafe plans to serve around 400 cups of this precious beverage. And here's the crazy part. Dubai just set a Guinness World Record last month for the most expensive coffee at $680 per cup, and now they've already beaten their own record. What do you mean this 10-year-old boy drove himself home from school? So a mother in Tennessee left her son inside her running car while she went into the elementary school to drop off paperwork. But when she came back, the car and her kid were both gone. She called 911 thinking someone stole her car. But when police reviewed surveillance footage, nobody got into the vehicle. The kid just jumped into the driver's seat and drove himself home. A witness said the car backed out recklessly and nearly hit another car. Police found the car parked in the family's garage about a mile away. The boy told officers he drove home after arguing with his mom. Like, bro, how does he know how to drive? But here's where it gets crazier. When police arrived, the dad had an outstanding warrant for theft and wire fraud. So they arrested him on the spot. What do you mean this ramen chef fought off a bear with judo and kept cooking? So there's this 57-year-old ramen chef in Japan who was prepping ingredients at 5 a.m. when a 1-meter bear lunged at him and slashed his face. He tried punching it, but nothing worked. So this guy stepped in close, hooked the bear's leg, and executed a judo throw, sending the animal crashing backwards. The shocked bear ran into the mountains. But here's the insane part. Despite bleeding from his face, the chef walked back inside and kept preparing ramen. When his manager arrived, he found him calmly making soup with blood dripping down his face. The manager told him to go to the hospital, but he said, "It's nothing. The shop must open." Doctors stitched a 10-centimeter wound and discovered a fractured rib. What do you mean this golden toilet just sold for $12 million? So there's this Italian artist named Maurizio Catalan who created a fully functional toilet made from 223 pounds of solid 18-karat gold, and it just sold for $12.1 million to Ripley's Believe It or Not. The toilet is called America and was first installed at the Guggenheim Museum in 2016, where over 100,000 people lined up to use it. But here's where it gets insane. One of these toilets was stolen from Blenheim Palace in 2019 by a gang of thieves who ripped it out. The starting bid was $10 million because that's exactly how much the gold is worth if you melted it down. Bro, this is the same artist who sold a banana duct taped to a wall for $6.2 million. Now Ripley's is exploring whether visitors will be allowed to actually use it. What do you mean this guy dressed up as his deceased mom to steal her pension? So there's this 56-year-old unemployed man in Italy who hid his mother's body after she passed away at 82 and impersonated her for 3 years to collect her pension. He dressed up in her clothes, wore lipstick, nail polish, and jewelry, pocketing around $61,000 a year. Bro, he stuffed her body in a sleeping bag in the laundry room where it mummified. But here's how he got caught. A government employee noticed his voice was too low and his neck was too thick for an 85-year-old woman. The mayor said his wrinkles looked strange and his voice would drop to sound masculine. When police searched his house, they found his mother's mummified corpse. Italian media is calling it the Mrs. Doubtfire scandal after the Robin Williams movie. He's now being investigated for fraud and concealing a body. What do you mean this man's wife sent $94,000 to a male streamer? So there's this guy in China who spent 8 years saving every penny and sent nearly all his income to his wife. He saved around $163,000, all of which he entrusted to her. But when he asked to check the bank account, she refused. She eventually admitted the money was gone. She had tipped $94,000 to a male streamer she became obsessed with and borrowed another $11,200 from lenders, pushing the family into debt. Bro, this guy was living in a rental costing just $42 a month while sending every spare cent home. Chat logs showed her asking the streamer to call her baby, though she claimed they never met. The husband said he felt stabbed in the back and doesn't love her anymore. He's now filing for divorce and trying to recover half their property. What do you mean Mr. Beast just apologized for his recent YouTube videos? So, the world's biggest YouTuber with 452 million subscribers just admitted that some of his newer videos haven't been as good as he wanted. He posted saying, "After some reflection, I think some of our newer YouTube videos haven't been as good as I wanted. I apologize." And then he promised to go into ultra grind mode and make the greatest content of his life in 2026. His fans were quick to defend him, saying the videos are still great. But Mr. Beast doubled down, saying he's going to take things to a whole new level. His recent videos haven't hit the 100 million view mark yet, which is unusual for him. Some fans think his videos have become too optimized and feel like giant game shows now. He recently achieved the Guinness World Record for the largest LED video floor, so maybe that's part of his plan. What do you mean iShowSpeed is getting sued for $1 million by a robot? So there's this viral AI robot called Rizbot that roams around Austin, and it costs upwards of $15,000 to build. Back in September, the popular streamer iShowSpeed arranged for Rizbot to appear on his live stream, but things went wrong fast. Speed became agitated after Rizbot started teasing him. The entire thing was live streamed with over 780,000 views, and you can see Speed punch the robot twice and put it in a chokehold. Bro, he literally wrestled the robot onto a couch. The company behind Rizbot is now suing for $1 million in damages, claiming the robot was a total loss. Because of the damage, Rizbot had to cancel appearances with Mr. Beast and the NFL Today Show. The lawsuit says being in a Mr. Beast production is like being in a Super Bowl commercial. Throwback to when Pokemon Go launched, and the world actually went outside to catch tiny cartoon monsters. So on July 6, 2016, this game dropped and became the fastest downloaded app in App Store history. Within a month, it had been downloaded hundreds of millions of times globally. The concept was simple. Walk around and catch Pokemon with your phone. But nobody expected what happened next. Overnight, parks and streets turned into hunting grounds. Entire crowds formed around Pokestops and gyms everywhere. But here's where it got chaotic. Police posted signs because people were walking into hazards and trespassing while chasing virtual monsters.